What's going on, everyone? Welcome to a very special episode of Littleroot Laddering. Today we have a few of the matches that I played in the PokePod Cup this past week. It's been a fantastic tournament. I'm so glad we've been able to put this together for everyone. And I really hope that everyone who was able to participate has had an absolute blast, has grown from this, and has been able to figure out just something new as a player. So that's really what this entire event has been about, and I've had nothing but praise to say about everyone who's put something into it, and big thank you to everyone helping moderate it and all the staff behind the scenes, specifically Swede and Tofu. You guys have been killing it the last week, so thank you very much. But very shortly, just before the video starts, I wanted to give a big shout out to everyone, and to everyone watching, give a big thumbs up on the video, subscribe if you're new, and leave a comment down below of what you think of the team. So that is going to do it for the intro. Let's get to some games. All right, next up we got Curtis, who is honestly one of the teams I'm kind of concerned about. So we have T-Tar, Dracovish, Dusclops, Heatran, Rillaboom, and Landorus. So getting Burns off is kind of the big game. Is the big name of the game right now, it feels like. So if we can get a burn onto Dracovish, I feel like we can win this game. Because otherwise we don't really have a way of adjusting weather. So we can't slow the Dracovish down. So I think our best bet is to burn both Tyranitar and Dracovish if we can. We might want Milotic. Actually thinking about this, Milotic lines up really well against everything. We resist Dracovish, so like we had to worry about like Rock Slide. So maybe we just go. Do we go all in on Milotic in the end game? That's a natural question here. We could also just lead Milotic. Like Milotic Entei. Because we could Dynamax Milotic to make it where it's raining so Dracovish doesn't get the speed boost. And then the following turn Entei should outspeed? Is at 120. Okay, we don't outspeed if they're Jolly 252. So I think Coco Entei. Actually, I really like Coco Milotic. I think that is fine with Comfey Moltres in the back. I think this is fine. I like this plan. This is one of the matches I'm really concerned about. So let's just see how this goes. See if I'm worrying about nothing. I'm hoping that's the case, but I guess we'll find out together. So we do see T-Tar Dusclops here as a lead. This could be Trick Room into Bulldoze. But I think I'm fine with that. You're going to see my light clay, you're going to see my leftovers. That's fine. I'm going to set up my light screen. I could just go into Moltres here. Actually, I like going into Comfey to reverse Trick Room. Because I bet that's what they're going to go for here. It could also just be like Bulldoze Lash Out. We're going to see the Protect from the Tyranitar. That's completely fine. And to be completely expected, we get the Reflect up. Unfortunately, Comfey's Sash is now broke, but I think that's still fine. I can protect. And I can Trick Room. I have a feeling they're going to Dynamax Tyranitar this turn. See, Tyranitar, Sand is actually in a really interesting position, if you want my honest opinion. Because they have access to a slow mode with Dusclops Tyranitar, but they also have a fast mode with Tyranitar Dracovish, and it's really interesting. And I think, if you want me to be 100% honest, the fast mode of Dracovish Tyranitar feels better than Excadrill Tyranitar did. And it all could be relative to the format, but in the formats where it has been legal, this feels better than that did. Oh yeah, Comfey eats it up. Also, are we going to talk about how little that Rock Slide did? Comfey is a very bulky boy. Girl. Bulky girl. So now I'm going to go back into Milotic. No. Let's go into Moltres. Let's Draining Kiss this Tyranitar. I would like some recovery, please. It might have been correct to go for Moltres last turn, so then we could taunt the Dusclops this turn. But then, like, Moltres just kind of goes down to double Rock Slide, I have a feeling. Oh, we could, like, Floral Healing plus. They're just going to withdraw the Tyranitar after triggering their policy. Going into Rillaboom. Okay. I'm Draining Kiss into the Rillaboom. That does a lot. That does a lot. Okay. So, do they Trick Rooms this turn? I don't think I actually care about Trick Room at this point. I think I just want to clear this Rillaboom. So going for an Airstream into that slot seems fine. Let's just do our thing. And like if they do Ally Switch, like Dusclops isn't gonna like that hit either. So, and we should live a Grassy Glide. We should. We have Reflect up, so as long as they don't crit through Reflect, we should be fine, I think. Especially after getting some recovery from this Draining Kiss. Oh, they're gonna Fake Out. Yeah, that's fine. Well, they're not Choice Bands, so that's cool. Well, Rillaboom's down. And do we Trick Room again? Yep, sure. We both know how this goes. The name of the game. recovery all around. Notably, they've already busted their weakness policy. So, Tyranitar is not really a threat, especially since we have screens up. So I'm just going to go for a Max Darkness into the Dusclops. And I'm going to Draining Kiss onto the Moltres. Notably, Tyranitar is going to move before Moltres is, now that Trick Room is up. But I don't think that's really a problem, because next turn we can just Max Guard and reverse Trick Room. Unless they have Dracovish in the back. It depends on what they do here, but if they have Dracovish in the back, I would rather have Trick Room up. I need to check how many turns of Reflect we have up still. We should live a Rockfall into that slot. I can't imagine we don't, but I've seen crazier. As long as they don't crit, I think we should be fine. Nightshade into the Comfey. We eat it up. Nice HP. That is into Comfey. That should take us out. It doesn't, but Sand will. So that's fine. More importantly, we get the special defense drop on Tyranitar, and that honestly is the important thing here. Oh, we don't go down because Sandstorm's done. That's huge. That is absolutely huge. So what is your last? You have Heatran. Well, that's kind of fine, I think. That seems like really fine. I could ally switch this turn. Does that accomplish anything? How many turns of screens do we have? We still have 3. Yeah, let's ally switch this turn. I would like to keep Comfey around for a little bit longer if possible. So what's great about this is Milotic kind of just cleans up this end game. Yeah, this is completely fine. Like losing Comfey here is completely fine. Not enough to give me my Berserk. Not quite enough to take them out either. Interesting. But now the Tyranitar is at -2 special defense, which is the important part here. Milotic, I believe, is going to be slower than the Tyranitar. They're at -2. We have 2 turns to Reflect up. I'm just going to... I'm going to Protect this turn. I think it's correct to Protect here. Heatran goes for the Protect. That's good. That means it's not protecting next turn. More importantly, the Tyranitar is not protecting. So is Milotic slower than Tyranitar is the question. No. That's fine though. This Rockfall should be into Moltres. Should be enough to trigger our Berserk. That doesn't do a lot at all. That didn't do a lot. Some might even say it did a little. Luckily, we don't reveal the item on Milotic yet, because Grassy Train is up, so that's cool. So now their Dynamax is over. I can Scald into the Tyranitar. I'm going to go for the double here. I think it's only upside if we hit it, and if it's downside, is the same outcome of attacking. So what's actually great here is Milotic is going to outspeed the Tyranitar outside of Trick Room. So we can bring back in Coco and Electroweb to be faster than the Heat Train as well. So as long as we don't get a flinch on Milotic, I think we're fine. Heat Train is also slower than Milotic. Very interesting. Special Defense Fall? No. Couldn't be that lucky. Burn? Alright, the burn is really critical there, because that means it gets taken out this turn. So, Moltres KO'd by T-Tar. Milotic KOs T-Tar. And then this should just be Milotic KOing Heat Train here. Just to clarify, screens are not up. Trick Room is not up, so we can just go for a Scald. We can go for a light screen. We'll give them the information that we have double screens. I think that's completely fine. I would rather them know about double screens than them know about Electroweb, I think. I guess we also could have just protected there. Cool. So I think this game they're going to switch up. I think they're going to lead with... Do we see Mr. Vish come out is the big question. I think the answer is yes this game. I think they leave Lando at home. The question is, do they bring Dusclops or Vish this turn? And I think I like them personally. If I was them, I would bring Dracovish over Dusclops this game. Coco was insane there. It really was. But I think Comfey Moltres is the more consistent lead because, it doesn't really matter what they lead. Do I want Coco here? Does Coco even do anything if it's not setting up screens in the early game? I could bring Metagross. Metagross is another way that I can change weather. It has Hailstorm. I think this is correct. Because if they lead Dracovish, I can just Dynamax and set up Airstreams to outpace it. And if they lead Dusclops, I can taunt it. Okay, they do bring the Dracovish. So I think our goal is just to outpace this this Dracovish. Question is, do they also Dynamax a T-Tar here? Or do they preserve it for late game? I could see it being either Band or Life Orb on the fish. Especially like once we get Vish taken care of, like I feel like the rest of this game is pretty simple. And I can't imagine it's able to one-shot Moltres basically from full HP. Like, yeah, that does a lot, but it also gives me my Berserk trigger, so now I'm +3 attacking into it. Yeah, that's fine. Sure. Rock Slide is not enough to pick up the KO, which is really great for us. So now we can Floral Healing. Unless they have Rillaboom here. No, Rillaboom's Fake Out will go after our Floral Healing will. So this is also just fine because if they're Choice Scarf, we should still outpace them, I believe, at +1. So now I can just Floral Healing into the Moltres. I'm going to Darkness into the Landorus. This should be enough to pick up the KO. And if they are faster than us still, then they're just going to re-trigger Berserk and be able to be taken out. Okay, they're going to Dynamax the Landorus, which is pretty good for us because that means they're not Scarf. So this is probably Life Orb. That is not a lot of HP to work with. If we can one-shot here, though, we'd be in a really good position. That's nowhere near it. So we're probably losing Moltres this turn, and that's completely fine, to be honest with you. They're gonna Airstream. Okay. That was probably worst case scenario. Because now Landorus is going to outpace Coco. Okay. So I think it's correct to bring out Coco here. What I'm going to do is I'm going to Ally Switch plus Reflect. Because I have a feeling they're going to just ignore the Comfey because it's basically dead anyway and try to let Sand take it out. So by doing this, that means that they're going to be attacking into the Comfey, hopefully. Did I read this correctly? Yes, I did. Cool. So, like, sure, now they're +1, but that's kind of whatever. Like, the special defense boost is really annoying, to be 100% honest with you. But now we have a Reflect up, and that's the important part here. Because now the goal is to just keep Milotic as healthy as possible. So I think this turn we're going to double protect. Just stall at the last turn of their Dynamax. I actually don't think they target the Milotic this turn. So I think going for the Ice Beam into Landorus is fine. Like, best case scenario, this picks up a KO. Worst case scenario, it's chip damage. Like, at least in the scenario that's running through my head where they target into the Koko. Like, granted, they're going to be at +2 in this situation. So, like, I think we would need to crit through the Quake. Or the special defense boost to be able to pick up the KO here. They go into Milotic. Very interesting. No freeze. So then this turn, I'm just going to click... like, the problem is Koko can't touch Lando. Which is really unfortunate. So we're reliant on Milotic being able to take it out, but I think that's fine. Like, I'm just going to set up a light screen. If they have Earthquake, we're pretty dead. We'll take out the Landers here. Yeah, they're going for Earthquake. Come on, Koko, I believe in you. Koko, you're a mad lad. Like, this light screen doesn't really mean anything, but it's good to have it. And we take out the Landers here. And Sandstorm is done now, so we don't have to worry about that chip damage. And we have recovery from leftovers still. Heatran would be ideal as the last slot. It is Heatran. Okay. I think we can win this. Because we're going to Electro Web. And we're going to recover this turn. The Electro Web is going to make it where Milotic is the fastest thing on the field after Heatran goes down. Which is pretty likely this turn. They're probably going to click Rock Slide with Tyranitar. The question becomes, can we outpace... can we deal more damage to Tyranitar, who's at +2/+2, than it can deal to us? Like, that's good chip. That's real good chip damage on both. This recovers huge for us as well. They're ignoring Koko. Very interesting play here. Oh, the Rock Slide just picks up the KO. Yeah, that's fine. The problem is now it's a single target Rock Slide. That brings us to just under half. So let's see how much this does. I don't think we can win this game. Yeah, especially with the Protect there. I think it's obvious I'm attacking into the Heatran. Actually, it might be correct to go into the Tyranitar because the Heatran can't hurt us as badly. Problem is we would need a crit Scald through the special defense boosts And a burn. Yeah, we didn't get the burn, unfortunately. I think the burn would have been okay there. But them at +2 just means we're KO'd here. Okay. We learned a lot. We learned a lot, and I think we played that game really well, except for exactly turn 2. I think turn 2 we should have ally switched and attacked into the Landorus with an airstream, so then we're still outpacing the Landorus. It might also just be correct to lead Coco. Problem is, I don't think we can live a Vicious Rend. So what if we go Coco Entei? What does that actually do? I don't think it does enough. So I think the play of Comfey, Moltres, Milotic, Coco is correct. And we can not trigger our policy and just go for the airstream into Dracovish if they lead it, which will still trigger us into Berserk and actually leave us at a higher life total. But I don't think it's enough, because the following turn then we would be faster than Dracovish. That's really interesting. And they would Rock Slide to trigger our policy. The problem is if we don't OHKO the Dracovish, then we're kinda an SOL. Okay. This is fine. I'm gonna take... I'm gonna Draining Kiss the Rillaboom. I think I'm gonna Draining Kiss the Rillaboom, and I'm going to taunt the Dusclops. They should almost always fake out into the Comfey, anticipating us to reverse Trick Room. So now we taunt, and now we're golden. Because now we can Draining Kiss the Moltres. Airstream the Rillaboom. Take it out. Dusclops is probably switching out here. The question is to what? And the question is what does Rillaboom do on its last turn? They are going to withdraw the Dusclops. That's fine. They're going to bring out Tyranitar. This is completely fine. All of these scenarios are completely fine by me. Preventing Trick Room for exactly one turn, I think, might be enough. Actually, it's more than one turn. I mean, you got to think they're switching out. They're going to be switching back in, so it's at least 2 turns. But then Rillaboom is gone, so they can't reliably set up Trick Room again, so I can just go for a Trick Room on the turn that they set it up. Are we Grassy Gliding into the Comfey? We are. Does really good damage. I will give it that. Cool. There's +2 max darkness, one shot. One shot Dusclops. It depends on their build, right? I think this takes it out almost 100% of the time if they're max. I'm just gonna floral healing the Moltres, get it back to healthy, and go for the max darkness into Dusclops. I hope this is enough. They're gonna go ahead and Dynamax the Tyranitar. The question is where are they rock falling? I don't think it really matters, actually. Like, if Comfey goes down, I think I'm completely fine with that. And if they target into Moltres, it just triggers Berserk, which then just makes their life harder the following turn. Back up to full HP. They're gonna ally switch. Okay. That's also fine, I guess. Gets special defense drop. That's all I really care about. Oh no, not my Comfey. Not my Comfey. Yeah, we'll just go into Coco, set up a Reflect. And then there's max darkness into the Dusclops slot. Again, if they want to ally switch, I'm completely fine with that. They're just gonna withdraw. That's fine. Landorus is gone. So all their eggs are in the Tyranitar basket at this point. What's great about this is they're not going to get Trick Room up because they have to Oko Moltres this turn, otherwise they just get to taunt the Dusclops next turn. Pending that they don't ally switch, but I think that's fine. Like, we have Reflect up. It's just enough to trigger our Berserk. So now we're at +3. And I'm actually not going to worry about taunting. I'm just going to Fiery Wrath. Actually thinking about it. A +3 Fiery Wrath plus a Electro Web should be more than enough to take care of Dusclops. And like, if they want to take out Moltres, I'm fine by that. Then I get to bring in Milotic. Ally switch away. I don't really care. Granted, we're at +3. They are even on stats now, so they would need to be pretty specially invested to live this, I think. Granted, it is spread damage, which is important to note, but it's still a +3 Moltres, man. That's going to do so much damage. Even this resisted hit on Tyranitar is going to do quite a bit. Sure, you got it, friendo. Like, look at that chip damage on Tyranitar. Good job, Coco. You did something today. Good job, Moltres. You also did something today. We could live this, that'd be huge, but I don't think we do, ever. Nope. And look at that. How convenient. The end game is Milotic versus Tyranitar. With Coco support, I guess. How many more turns of sand do they have? 1? Okay. I'm gonna protect this turn. Stall at the last turn of sand, make their special defense go down. Coco's insane, man. Coco is absolutely insane. I'm not gonna lie, I kinda want Coco to get this KO, but I don't think it's gonna be enough unless I crit next turn. Alright, well. Another one down. Okay, so next up we have Nibs Plays Games. One of the, actually the only ATX person in our entire pod. So excited to see what they bring and how well this goes. So they have Clefairy, Excadrill, Dragapult, Zapdos, Ensign, and Feeny. Metagross looks really good here out of the back, pending that we can neuter like the Excadrill or the Dragapult. I think those two are my main concerns. The Ensign and Dragapult could both be carrying Will-O-Wisp, so that's a potential problem. But Coco can also outspeed Excadrill and set up Reflect. Notably, we can't outspeed the Dragapult. So if it is special Dragapult, that could be problematic. But I think it'll be fine. We'll make it work. So yeah, I'm really leaning on like Coco Metagross this game and see where that takes us. They lead Ensign. Like Ensign Feeny would kind of be annoying. But I'm not overly, I'm not sure on this one. This might be the only time I don't bring Moltres all tournament. I just don't know if it lines up well here. Like, it doesn't line up particularly well against, like, Excadrill or Dragapult. Maybe, I don't know. I think game 1... I like Coco Entei. With Metagross and Milotic in the back. Milotic lines up pretty well against like Excadrill, Ensign, and Dragapult. Obviously need to watch out for Zapdos if we bring it, but we have Metagross and Ice Punch for. And Coco. Coco can also hit it effectively well. So let's just get to it and see if leaving Moltres at home is actually correct here. So we're going to see Clef Excadrill up front. I think this is fine. Need to neuter the Clef before we get really going, but I think this is fine. So unless this is Scarf Excadrill and they don't Dynamax, Koko outspeed. So going for a Reflect here seems fine. And then going for a Sacred Fire into Excadrill seems appropriate. They could very well just go for Follow Me plus like Swords Dance here, which if so, that'd be not great. But I think it's fine. Should be okay either way. They are going to end up Dynamaxing the Excadrill. That's good for us. Question is what is this doing? I can see a Max Quake into Koko. This is good to know that they're not going for like Swords Dance here. Because Swords Dance would be really bad for us, I think. We're going to see the Follow Me. That's fine. We're going to get our Reflect up. And we're just going to go for a Rock Fall. Okay, presumably into Entei. Into Koko. Okay. I'm kind of fine with that, I think. So Operation Delete Clefairy is in full force. Do I want to set up a Reflect with Koko? Do I have any reason to? I could just go Electro Web and Sacred Fire into the Clef, and that should be enough to take it out this turn. Yep, this is fine. Steel Spike into Koko. Notably, it is Sand Force, or Sand Rush. But their only way to set Sand is Excadrill himself. I wonder, I bet with the defense boost here, this is going to live the Sacred Fire. Oh yeah, by a mile. Well, on the plus side, we have successfully stalled out their Dynamax. So here, I'm just going to double protect. This is going to stall out their last turn of Dynamax, presumably without taking a KO here. Helping Hand is kind of bad for us. But hopefully the protect means we're safe. I wonder if this is into Entei. Yeah, it is. Okay. Well, we have successfully stalled out their Dynamax, which is like the primary goal with this team. And Clef is going to go down this turn, which is really good. Between Sand and the Burn. So that's good. Question is what item is Excadrill holding? So do I want to go for Sacred Fire, or do I just want to get a Willow into it? I'm kind of okay with Koko going down this turn. Kind of wish I had set up a Reflect at one point. How many turns of Sand are there? There's still 2 more turns of Sand. Well, I'm going to try for a Light Screen, but I have a feeling Koko's going down this turn. Let's just Sacred Fire into Excadrill. Entei avoids. Okay. Oh, Coco lives. That's good. So we get the light screen up. That's huge. That live there is huge. T-Bolt presumably into Entei, living that like a champ. And we miss. That's unfortunate. Coco does finally go down to Sand. Now we get to bring out my boy. My big, beautiful boy. See if we can hit this one. It might have been correct to protect on the Entei this turn. It might have also been correct for Metagross to attack into the Excadrill. But yeah, living that Rock Slide last turn on Coco was absolutely huge. Means that we can get a... getting that light screen up is going to be, hopefully, game-changing here. High horsepower and Entei. Live in it. T-Bolt into Metagross. Okay. Well, now we get the Sacred Fire off. Do we get the burn? Doesn't matter. Okay. Picking up the double there is really good. And Entei still lives. Entei out here living. Oh, forgot they had Clef this game too. Well, I am going to show them Max Lightning. I'm going to show them Snarl. Feeny should be faster than Entei. Oh, they just conceded. Okay. Okay. So, not revealing that information is pretty good for us, all things considered. Stalling out their Dynamax there was very effective. I wonder... I'm trying to think if Moltres can live a Rock Fall from Excadrill. Let's find out together. Okay, Rockfall always KOs Moltres if we don't Dynamax. If they're... Oh, they're not Life Orb, though. They're not Life Orb. So that means we live every Rockfall, then. What if they're adamant, though? What if they're adamant instead of jelly? Okay, we live that too. I think I like the same 4. I don't think I have any reason to deviate from the plan. How did they deviate is the question. They might switch Feeny in earlier. I think that's fine. Feeling good. Feeling good about our choices here. It's good to know that Moltres, with these calcs, can always live a Rockfall from Excadrill, though. Granted that they're not Life Orb, but I think that's fine. And, like, we do a good chunk back to them. Our Max Darkness at +2 almost one-shots them. And at +3 with them triggering Berserk, there's a 12% chance it OHKOs. So Excadrill really is not a threat here. Granted, if we had brought Moltres. But they're going to bring Dragapult here. I'm presuming this is going to be Dragon Dance. So I am tempted just to go... I think I'm going to set up a Reflect here as well. This is probably Life Orb. Yeah, let's just set up Reflect. Let's go for a Sacred Fire into it. Because if it's Sash, I want to be able to break the Sash. I have a feeling this is going to be Life Orb, Physical Dragon Dance, but let's find out. And then they're going to follow me away the damage. Nope, just going to immediately Dynamax. Okay. I think I'm fine with this. Wonder if they have Geyser on this. Wonder if they're special and have Geyser for Entei. Yep, we're gonna see the follow me as anticipated. Nope, just a Phantasm into Coco. We don't live that though. That's unfortunate. That crit probably did not matter. Are they Life Orb though? They are Life Orb. Well, that's good to know. Can we get this burn? That'd be kind of cool. Okay. Thanks, Clef. I'm going to go into Metagross here. And I'm going to... I'm going to go for a Steel Spike in the Clef, and here I'm going to switch out into Milo. I'm anticipating a Phantasm into the Metagross, which is going to trigger our competitive. So let's see what that does for us. We didn't show them Milo last game. And we're going big. So once we're big, we should live this hit every time. Like Helping Hand Phantasm does not OHKO us here. Told you. That's the important part there, right there, though. Now, Clef goes away. We're back to neutral on Milo. And +1 on Metagross. So this turn, probably protecting. Protecting the Metagross. They have Excadrill. Well, that's good. That's really good for us. I can't protect. I don't have protect. Well, Metagross is probably going down here, but that's fine by me, I guess. And then we'll attack into the Excadrill. That seems really dangerous. That Excadrill better be able to deal with me, because otherwise it's going down. High horsepower is not going to do it. Does a good chunk, I will admit that, but not going to do it. And we get lefties. Now we can bring back out Entei. And they have Feeny as their last. Okay. Well, I'm at +4. And I have a Snarl machine. I don't feel out of this game. But I don't feel great about it right now. Notably, their dragon damage is reduced because of the Misty Train. I'm gonna go for a recover this turn. We're gonna see the Phantom Force. That's good. That's good. That's good. We're gonna get the Snarl off into the Feeny, which is the important part. We live that every time. We get the recover off. Okay. I'm just going to Snarl. I'm going to Ice Beam into the Dragapult. I'm hoping Phantom Force plus Moonblast is not enough to take out Milo, but it very well could be. Yep, it is. That's unfortunate. That was a lot. But maybe at -2? Oh boy. Oh boy. Goodbye. I believe we're at 20. I'm going to protect this turn. Because now they're going to be at -3. That's an interesting one. Okay. I can pick up what they're putting down. And at 33, we should be safe to recover. Oh, now that they're at -4. Oh, this is riveting content, isn't it? So riveting. This should be the last turn of terrain. It is. Unless for some reason their terrain extender. I'm just gonna go for a second recover. And then I think next turn we start firing off Scalds. They should almost 100% of the time go for like Nature's Madness into Milo, I think. Yep. Okay. So now I think we're safe where we can start firing off Scalds. I'm gonna go for a Sacred Fire. I'm gonna go for a Scald. That does more than Scald does. The thing is Nature's Madness can never take us out. And they're Berry. That's fine. So we're going to be here a minute, but we should have this one wrapped up. Pending no crit or anything crazy from them, we should have this wrapped up. I think we're at +5. I believe Moonblast lowers special attack. Yep, special attack. So we're at +5. Burn. Hey! Alright, now we can just double protect. Well, we made top cut. That's cool. That officially puts us at 4-0. Pending that again, nothing crazy happens here. This is a really interesting game. The Nature's Madness was pretty key, to be honest. That was some sweet tech. So we're 4-0. Guess we're gonna keep going. We got one more. Okay, rounding out the group play. I have my final match here against Weethan. If I can find the code. He's bringing Mamo, Titar, Dracovish, Comfey, Moltres, and Cinderace. So we got kind of a mirror match going on. But I think that's fine. Most likely, I could see their Moltres outspeeding ours, which if so, that could be problematic. But ours is also bulkier. The other important thing here is we have Coco, and Coco looks really good here. Coco Entei looks absolutely insane here because we can just set up screens and burn everything and then come in with Comfey Moltres in the back and sweep. You know, just the typical game plan of what we want to do. Notably, Milotic also looks absolutely insane here because it hits everything super effectively except for Comfey. So like that could be another route we take for like game 2. But I think we're just gonna go Coco Entei, Comfey Moltres. Coco lets us have speed control if they want to go for like Airstreams with Moltres or Cinderace. Cinderace notably can get burnt off of Will-O-Wisp if they're going for non-fire attacks off of Entei. So let's see how this goes. I'm excited for this one. Okay. This is fine. This is absolutely fine. I really hope this is fine. I need Tyranitar. I mean, I need to know what they're going to do. So I'm just going to double protect here. I think this is really important to scout out moves and determine what they're going to do. Immediately Dynamaxing the Tyranitar. Yep, we do see a big T-Tar here. That's fine. The important question here is what is this Dracovish doing? Fishes Rind into Entei. Okay. Max Quake into Coco. Okay. This is fine. I have a feeling they're going to make the same play next turn, which means I can get a Reflect Up before Coco gets hit. But not before Entei does. So that's slightly problematic. I'm just going to go for a Willow into the T-Tar. If Dracovish wants to get a Fish's Rend into Entei, that's fine. They're going into Coco. That's unfortunate. Oh, that's really unfortunate. But we get the Will-O-Wisp, so that's good. So we should live this now. Oh yeah, by a mile. So I can bring in Comfey. I need to see something, because I don't know the answer. It is blocked by Protect. I can't Floral Healing. I'm going to Draining Kiss on the Dracovish. No, I'm not. I'm going to Ally Switch. I'm going to Willow into the Dracovish. That's unfortunate. That's a good read. That's a good read on them. That's a really good read. But now their Dynamax is over. We have Moltres. Two turns of sand. 2 turns of sand. I think it's correct to go for the Airstream. Problem is we're losing Comfey this turn. So it's going to be a 4v1 with Moltres. And I mean, Moltres can do it. I've seen crazier happen. Especially if we get a couple speed boosts here. The big problem is going to be taking down that Tyranitar. Which, I mean, can be done. Brute Strength is a thing. If they're smart, they'll leave Comfey alone. They should leave Comfey alone. Yep. Not quite enough to get to Berserk. Not quite enough to take out the Draco. Okay. Okay, so what we can do this turn is I can Airstream the Draco. I can Training Kiss into the Dracovish, which should be enough to take it out, hopefully. I'm hoping the Training Kiss is enough to take out the Dracovish. And then we can get the... They're going to withdraw Draco. Okay. Into Mamo, which is going to have Ice Shard. But that's fine. This might take out Mamoswine, actually. That did a lot. That's not Assault Vest. That's definitely not Assault Vest. Yes, trigger my Berserk. Thank you. $90 versus their base 75 on Draco. Okay. I'm just gonna go for a Floral Healing. I need the HP this turn, and I really want to get the special defense boost, special defense drop. This is fine. This is 100% fine. The important thing here is we're getting the special defense drop on both of these mons. I'm surprised to not see Tyranitar switch out there to be able to come back in and set up sand again. Good lord. Over 50% through a protect. That's insane. The important part there is we get the special defense drop on Tyranitar. And they're going to give us another Berserk trigger. Which means now Moltres can go up to full HP. So the question is does Moltres outspeed Cinderace at +2? And we should. I'm just going to go for a Fiery Wrath. Go for the Floral Healing into Moltres. No protects. No switch outs either. I'm really surprised they didn't switch out Tyranitar. They missed my Comfey. That's the important part. Tyranitar slowly but surely getting chipped away. I mean, we easily outspeed this Dracovish now. So we'll just fire off a Fiery Wrath and another Floral Healing. Because there is not a way for Tyranitar to deal with the Moltres by itself at this point. They need to be able to take out Comfey, and they're just not going to be able to anytime soon. I want the extra information. I want to know if their policy. So I'm going to go for the Draining Kiss on them. I didn't know their policy for future games. Okay, that's good on their part to cancel the game there. Why give extra information if they don't have to? Well, after losing Coco really early in that game, we played without screens and we were able to pick up the win. So how do they adjust? I wonder if they see the Sand Duo as inefficient and not needed here, and as a result they leave it at home. I could go like Moltres Entei up front. But that doesn't give me a way of triggering my policy. Wondering if I should just leave the duo and then have like Coco Metagross in the back. Or Coco Milotic. Milotic looks really good here. I actually like that plan. I think I'd rather just... I can see them adjusting and going for the Moltres plan. Which means I want to preserve my Moltres to come in late game, but then theirs is already going to be set up. Not sure on this one. Not sure on this one. Cinderace, Mamoswine. Okay. This is fine. I kind of like our position. I'm just going to try to set up a Reflect. Let's go for the Sacred Fire into Mamo. I know we have a better chance of burning if we go for the Willow, but I would rather... Good lord. I think that crit might have mattered. That seemed really, really important. And they're faster than Entei. Burn. Yeah. Berry. You're supposed to go down, Mamo. We're just gonna bring in Moltres here and get going. Get to getting. Let's just protect here. Okay, they're going for the max on Cinderace, which is not gonna really like this hit. They're probably going for a probably just their own Airstream. So once we can take out the Cinderace, we'll be in a good position. I wonder if Mamo is Scarf. No, because if they were Scarf, they would outspeed Cinderace. I'm almost 100% sure on that. So, oh wait, no, we know they're Citrus Berry. Good lord. It has been a long day. And we have played pretty good all day, so... So what does this Mamo do? They're just gonna go for a Fireball. Interesting. Well, Moltres eats it up. Eat it up, eat it up, eat it up. Well, now we're faster than Cinderace, which is real good. Mamo is slowly getting chipped away. I bet they protect. I bet they protect Cinderace this turn. So I'm going to pick up the KO on Mamo. And I'm going to switch into Comfey. No protect. Okay. Notably, Cinderace still outspeeds us. But Moltres is still faster. Right? No. No, no, no! Comfey, you are insane. You're absolutely insane, Comfey. T-Tar. Okay. Well, Comfey does not have a lot of time. Its time on this earth is limited. Comfey, you have one job today, buddy. That's a good max guard that turn. That's a real good max guard. Because it negates our speed increase, meaning that their Cinderace is going to outpace my Moltres in the end game here. That's a good max guard. I should have gone into the Tyranitar that turn. So now we get to bring back out Entei. I'm going to protect this turn. We'll go for a Sacred Fire into Cinderace. They probably are just going to go for a Pyro Ball into the Moltres. If I was to guess, they are. Well, this is still going to do pretty good chip. But we're not going to get the burn. It's almost in range of sand, which is important. Oh, Entei, not quite enough, buddy. Not quite enough. I think they would live. I think they're going to live this chip damage. Pray? Miss? That's huge. That's real huge. That's not a lot of damage on Tyranitar. Yeah, that's fine. Okay. So they're going to go the Cinderace plan. How do we beat Cinderace? If they're wanting to go Cinderace, I think our play is Milotic. What do we think of this? I think this is fine. I think I want to protect Coco on one. Into Sacred Fire the Mamo, if that's what they're leading. Okay. Well, this is fine. This is fine, this is fine, this is fine. Because Coco is faster than Moltres. So we can get a light screen up. And we can Sacred Fire into the Comfey. I need to get that off the field ASAP. That is primary goal number 1. Coco actually gets to get an attack off this game, so that's cool. This lead is also really good for... Yeah, this is also fine. Yeah, them preserving their Dynamax here is also just fine. Don't flinch my Entei. Cool, you didn't flinch my Entei. That is not a bulky Moltres. That's fine. They're gonna go back up to full. We're pretty dang close. But now Entei's gonna outspeed them. Good lord, Coco, you have no right attacking that hard, dude. Crit here would be real good. Crit one time. That's not a crit. But we do get the burn, so that's cool. Well, this is gonna hurt. This is gonna hurt a lot. Actually. I just had to go for the Sacred Fire here to ensure I pick up the KO if they go for another Floral Healing. If they go for Ally Switch, Moltres just goes down to Electro Web. If they go for Protect plus Ally Switch, then Comfey gets really hurt. I need to preserve Sacred Fires for the end game. I'm running real low on them. And if they're trying to stall out my Sacred Fires, then this is a really good way to do it. We're just going to see a Floral Healing. Okay. Well, Moltres should go down this turn, pending that we hit both of our attacks. I really need to hit this. Alright, cool. So we know this isn't policy on T-Tar. So what are you? They're going big. Do they ally switch this turn? I mean, so far, Milotic looks real good in this endgame. Milotic and Metagross both. Yeah, they go for the ally switch. That's fine. I don't really care. Because we should live every hit that comes our way. And we get the burn off on the Comfey, so it's gonna have even more residual. I'm assuming this is into Entei. Okay, that's fine. And they take burn. Oh yeah, this is great. I'm gonna go into Metagross here. I can reasonably Steel Spike whatever. Now that both screens are up, I'm going to just click Electro Web. I'm going to Steel Spike into the Comfey because that's the one I really want to take out first. Because I would rather take out the Tyranitar after its Dynamax is over and not have to worry about dealing, twice its HP. So if I just target down whatever's next to Tyranitar, we're in a pretty decent position, I feel like. Screens Coco has been really good, especially the games where we can get it up, it's been absolutely insane. Sure. Don't really care. The important part is I get a plus defense boost here to hopefully let Coco live whatever's going into it. I'm assuming it's going into Coco. Good golly. That did a lot. Yeah, we take that. Take that like a champ. So if they're going for Darkness, I kind of want to switch into Milotic. and target down the Comfey. Especially because I think they might go for... I think they might go for a max guard this turn. But do they click ally switch? Probably not. They probably click floral healing. Just to try to keep keep the Tyranitar healthy. Yeah, this is fine, because now you lose your Comfey, and Tyranitar is at half health for the rest of the game. And more importantly, Milotic's at +1, Metagross is at +2, we're behind Reflect. Yeah, we're fine. We took care of their one special attacker on their team, so we really don't have anything to fear here. We're gonna get +2 special attack on the Milo here as well. If this is Vish, we could be in some danger. Not really. Not really. Vish is fine. Question is, what is your last? It is Vish. Two turns of sand. 2 turns of sand. I'm gonna go for an Ice Beam into Vish. And Steel Spike into T-Tar. I could have hailed. I should have actually hailed here. Had I gone for Hailstorm, then they lose their speed boost. Freeze? No freeze. Oh well. Gross is gonna pick up another KO. And now Metagross is at +3. Milotic is at +2 defense, +2 special attack, -1 special defense, but that doesn't really matter in the face of a Draco Fish. I want to Thunder Punch it. Let me get this off. Hooray! They needed a crit there. Well, that's 5-0. That's insane. So obviously we've made top cut at this point, and I'm gonna be seated really high. This has been insane. This team has been absolutely beautiful, in and out. Every piece has just worked so well together, and this is just absurd. This feeling is just insane right now. I love it. Alrighty, everyone, so that's going to be it for today. Thank you all very much for watching. Make sure you hit the subscribe button if you haven't done so already. Ring the bell for notifications when new stuff goes live. Hit that like button. Leave a comment down below. As always, all that good stuff. If you are new here, make sure you join the subscriber Discord. That is going to be down in the description of the video, as always. So, community is great. Absolutely love every single one of them. So make sure you come and join it. Alright, everyone. Have a good one. Peace.